Hey guys, Jimmy Pikachu Choi here. Today we're going to be doing the long-awaited spaghetti sauce with my Korean squashes. So first things first, what we're going to do, really simple recipe. It's one that my German mom taught me when I used to live in Germany. Really easy, really simple, but we're going to add a few twists like the Korean squash. And yeah, let's get to it, guys. So, pardon the very terrible camera work, but still working out a few things. I don't have actual editing software, so this is going to have to do for now, guys. So, first thing we're going to do, I'm going to chop a few onions. You guys can see this, right? Lighting is very bad, but there's more light. Is that even better? Probably not. Okay. So we're going to chop 2 onions up. Make sure remove the peel. And the way we're going to chop this, we're just going to dice them up. So we got 1 onion there. Everyone has their technique for dicing onions. I don't really have a technique, I just do it. Nothing fancy, but you do always want to make sure you're careful with your finger placement. You don't want to cut your fingers by accident. As you guys can see, the way I do it, I kind of start on an angle, and then I just kind of work my way around that. So I'm doing minimal movement of the actual knife. Alright, we got 1 onion done. Got the next one. Here we go. Oh, and the tears are coming. I'm glad you guys can't see me right now. Remember, once you guys chop anything like onions or jalapeno peppers or whatnot, make sure you wash your hands thoroughly. I've made the mistake of washing my hands, but somehow not washing them good enough. And yeah. Then I'm dumb enough to rub my eyes, and then, well, I'm sure you guys can imagine what might happen. Okay, got these onions. Perfect. So what we're going to do, we're just going to put this in my pot right here. Actually, I'm going to pour a little olive oil. We're going to saute this first. So a few ingredients: olive oil, you got onions, you got garlic, tomato paste, heavy cream, and my Korean squash, little salt, pepper, basil, and oregano. That should do the trick. Now we're going to put a couple cloves of garlic in there. I like my garlic. If you don't like garlic, you're more than welcome not to put that in there, but that's just a preference. I think there's an Italian channel that I really love watching. It's the one with the husband and wife. They're always so funny, but the wife, I'm pretty sure she does not like garlic in anything Italian. So I'm really sorry, but I really like my garlic. And that's how my German mom taught me, so I'm going to do what she taught me. Oh my god, the tears are blocking my vision right now. Okay, gotta cut this very gingerly right now and carefully. Okay, that should be good enough. Holy cow, that. Alright, so we got that. Alright, I'm gonna put this onto the stove. Gonna put it on a medium heat and let it cook right now. And while it's doing that for like the next minute or two, I'm gonna go grab a Korean squash. So come on, follow me, guys. Going through the hallway, going out. So you can see it is autumn right now. Pretty cool. A little bit of show and tell. Here are my pepper plants. You haven't seen them in a while. They have grown like crazy. As you can see, some of them have been growing peppers as well, which is really cool. Can you see that? Where the heck is it? Oh, there it is. There it is. There's my pepper. Isn't it cute? Alright, it's half a finger tall now. That's good. That's better than last time. Alright. Let us get a Korean squash, guys. Should be here somewhere. Where is it? Let me adjust the angle. There we go. I think you can see one right now hiding. And that is the one we're going to be cutting up. You guys see that? There we go. Much better. So we're going to cut that up right now. And that's what we're going to use with our spaghetti sauce tonight. Alright. It's a pretty young one, but it's going to be very soft, very tender. Holy cow. There we go. See that, guys? Which is good, because that means we can eat the skin. Normally when it gets way too big, the skin is not really edible. Alright. Let's go back inside. Alright, that took a couple minutes. Sorry, guys. Gonna have to wash this, put that in the sink right now. You can see that is cooking very nicely right now. Nothing too major going on. It's only been a couple minutes. Okay. While we do that, let us cut up my Korean squash. Let me just wash it first. Turned out pretty nice though. Pretty nice size. Almost like the size of like an orange or even an onion. So that should be more than plenty for our spaghetti sauce. Wow, that is very tender. It's almost like butter. Nice. So cut it up. What we're going to do is we're actually going to be blending this. So it's going to give the spaghetti sauce more texture. So while blending this, we want to cut them into portions that will be compatible with the blender. If you make them too big, sometimes the blender doesn't like that, and it will not cooperate. This should be good enough though. Alright, you can see that. I'm going to put that in the blender. And obviously this is not going to blend by itself. We're going to have to add a little bit of liquid in there. So I'm going to be adding some water to that. Alright, that should be good. while we're doing that, I'm going to get this blended real quickly. I believe I'm done with the knife action here, so I'll just throw that back. Alright, gonna get some blending action here, guys. Bear with me. Blend. We're not going to blend it the entire time. We want to make sure there's still some texture to the vegetable. All right, it's going to be good enough. Almost looks like a smoothie, though, to be honest. Can we even see that? There we go. Okay, almost looks like a smoothie right now, guys. But anyway, on to the actual important part, the spaghetti sauce. There's our rice cooker, handy, always. Alright, looks like things are going well. Just going to stir this around. While we're stirring this, I actually like to add my spices right away. I don't know if that's a cardinal sin or not, but it's just how I do things. So while doing that, I'm going to add some oregano. About a spoon or two. So, that might have been 3. We'll make do with that. Don't worry, guys. Basil. Our spices. Gives nice fragrance. Okay, while this is cooking away, we're also going to be adding some tomato paste to that. So, let's get our tomato paste out. Alright, this is sizzling, cooking very well. That's nice. Going on, we are going to start adding the tomato paste into our mixture. Leave some room there. Want to kind of cook the tomato paste in, even though it's not really going to do too much. Just going to give it a little bit of heat in there. Cook it up. And honestly, you can cook or use any type of brand tomato paste. I just go with the generic brand. But, I mean, if you want a brand name, feel free to do that as well. Make sure none of this goes to waste. Good enough. Alright. We are cooking this now, guys. Heating this tomato paste up. So far we have olive oil with some onions, garlic, oregano, basil, and some tomato paste. We're just kind of cooking the tomato paste into this pot, stirring it in, heating it up. May not seem like lots is going on, but trust me, there's going to be a lot of magic happening soon. We're going to be adding some salt to that as well. Give it some flavor. I usually put probably 2 or 3 teaspoons of that, at least. Alright. So this is definitely cooking. You can see it sticking to the pot. So it's definitely cooking. You don't want to burn it though. So right now, I'm going to be adding our mixture. Going to get all of that goodness. There we go. So that is the Korean squash mixture. You can use zucchini as well. Any of the squashes work very well with this. Now, the color doesn't look good right now, right? It's going to look better in a few minutes while we're stirring this. While we're doing that, let's add our salt. Alright, should be enough salt there. If not, add more later. Alright, we got a very good sauce base right now. Because the last thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding some heavy cream to that. And heavy cream really gives it a really nice, rich flavor. Almost like it's now like a creamy tomato sauce base. And that's the base of what my German mom's cooking was like with her spaghetti sauce. So we're going to be pouring probably about half a quart, so a pint. And while we're cooking this up, we're going to be heating the water up for the spaghetti. Anyway, this is what it looks like. It's like a light orangish color sauce. Very simple. If you happen to put too much salt in there, you can always counteract it by adding more tomato paste, more heavy cream, or sometimes you can add a little sugar to it as well to try and counteract the salt. But that's it. Now we're just going to let this cook. Good thing about this sauce, you can always add other ingredients to it. You can add ground beef, or you can add Italian sausage. Any vegetable really will work well too. I'm going to be adding some spinach to this because I like my greens. Good thing about this spaghetti sauce, since we put the Korean squash in, the Korean squash has lots of fiber in there as well. So, those of you that need fiber, yes, that's me. It'll have lots of fiber, so it's good for your digestive system. Don't make fun of me, guys. Alright, I'm going to be adding some spinach to this. The ultimate last thing that I'm going to add to it, I promise, guys. And that spinach is going to wilt away and it's going to be almost like nothing. While that's going on, don't know if you can see that, but I did boil some water. I'm starting to boil some water. So going to get the pasta ready very soon. Add some salt for that. How long has this taken so far? So 20 minutes to make pasta, guys. Chopping up the vegetables, cooking them. So far, just 20 minutes. Maybe a few more minutes to cook the pasta, but that's it, guys. The great thing about this recipe, it really does not take much time to do. And it lasts for a long time too. You can probably last for like at least 3 or 4 more days. Oh my, that smells good. Well, that is how you do the spaghetti sauce. Certain things are mandatory. You don't have to put that much garlic in there if you don't like it. Or I require the onions and garlic and olive oil, tomato paste, heavy cream, and some salt. That's the base for the sauce. After that, anything else, be your own chefs. Create whatever you want. But here I wanted to incorporate the Korean squash that I've been growing throughout the summertime to let you know, like, you can use this for anything. So what have I used it for so far? I used it for kung pao chicken once. We used it for a Korean miso soup. So Chinese food, Korean food, and now we got Italian food here. Who knew? But yeah, that Korean squash is going to give lots of texture and depth of flavor, richness to this spaghetti sauce. Anyway, I'm going to simmer that down. That's done. All we got to do now is heat the pasta. And we got dinner, guys. What pasta do we want to use? Angel hair? I guess we'll do angel hair today. Tricky thing about angel hair is that it gets very mushy very quickly, so you have to cook it a little bit before al dente because it's still going to absorb some moisture. And yeah, I can't stand bad noodles, guys, so. Like Olive Garden, I wish they knew how to make noodles. That's one reason I like never go there. It's just that bad. Like, you figure working at an Italian restaurant, you know how to cook the noodles, and sadly, nothing there is satisfactory to my liking. Maybe the salad and the breadsticks are alright, even the soup, but yeah, that pasta, they don't know how to do pasta. Oh man, I'm gonna give a small taste test. Make sure there's enough seasoning. Oh my god, that's hot. Yeah, just about right. Where I want it. Okay, we got noodles. And we got angel hair. Now, if you're Asian like me, sometimes you don't want noodles for your spaghetti sauce. I actually eat it with rice sometimes. No problem doing that. I love rice. And I'm going to go stir my noodles. I like chopsticks. You can use whatever. Yeah, that spaghetti sauce is done. Only other thing we could possibly do is just like grate some Parmesan cheese. Any questions? If you have any other suggestions on what you like to do. Oh, this spaghetti sauce tastes really good if you like add mushrooms to there. I love mushrooms and gives it a deeper flavor. Alright, so just put this in for about 2-3 minutes and your noodles should be done. While that's going on, let me go grate some cheese right now. Let me try to grate some cheese. There's the cheese. There we go. These noodles are almost done. Okay, still a little bit before al dente, but not quite. Okay, should be about right. So something that Italian people tell you to do is to like wash the noodles in cold water. I don't do that. Sorry, I don't. I just put it back on the pan, add a little olive oil and butter. And then stir fry. Mix the noodles around with the olive oil and butter. Yeah, that's it. Noodles are done, guys. This is going to be perfect al dente pasta, which is what I like. Alright, that's done. Last thing I'm going to do, I'm going to grate some cheese. Let's see. How do we do this? There we go. There we go. This will work, right? It will. Alright. Isaac has a grater. I do not know where it is, but I'm just going to use this grater. Like, he got an actual, like, stick grater, which is cool. I just don't have the capabilities of handling that on my own, so I'm gonna grate this cheese. Can you guys see it? You cannot see it, can you? Oh, I guess you can kind of see it. There we go. Remember, Parmesan cheese has a lot of flavor, so you don't really need too much. Oh, wow, that's actually more than I expected to come out, but that's good enough. That is definitely good enough, guys. Parmesan has a very strong smell. There's someone like me, it's actually funny, I can't handle too much Parmesan, otherwise I start gagging. But I can eat it in Italian food, but why is that? I don't know. Alright guys, so we're more or less done. There's the Parmesan cheese. Well, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take some pasta. It's got to be a good way to do this. There we go. Gonna get me some pasta. Ooh, look at that. Pasta goodness. Alright, you see that, guys? I'm gonna add some of my spaghetti sauce. Can't see it very well with this lighting, sorry. I am trying. Alright, there we go. There's that. And top it off with a little bit of Parmesan. And I'm gonna go grab a few basil leaves right here. Grab one right there. Grab one right there. There we go. Got some fresh basil leaves right here. Gonna wash it real quickly, rinse it. Alright, there's my pasta right there. Gonna add some fresh basil to top it off. Anyway, there you have it. That is our recipe. That is my spaghetti sauce recipe. Very simple with Korean squash. The squash is not necessary. Zucchini is also not necessary, but if you do, you can do it, and it's pretty easy to do. Pretty simple. Anyway, enjoy. I will be.